Well, hello there, humans and bees, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you are lucky enough to be doing it to. I'm Bushka on Blitz, and I am back with another dose of love and affection in the form of the M6A2E1 Exp. Say that 10 times fast. Basically, this is a Tier 8 premium tank, an American heavy that has a lot going for it and will certainly, I think, be a bit of a crowd pleaser. It is an event tank. It's going to be a reward along with the Tier 7 version, which you can catch up a short review of that on Hughbert Jass's channel. The M6A2E1 and the one that I'm looking at today, the A2E1 Exp. If you haven't been on channel before, stick around, like it, and subscribe because there are about 500 odd videos here specifically devoted to Blitz. Now, as I mentioned, it is an event tank. I can't give you the absolute particulars of the event because obviously I'm not completely up to speed and I would hate to lead you astray, but they are fairly generic in terms of the achievements and how you get them. You're going to have to play a lot of games, you're going to have to give a lot of tanking bust-ups, you're going to have to blow stuff up, you're going to have to drive, you're going to have a lot of fun, and then you might get lucky and get to the end of the line. What I do like about this tank is the Armour Profile. It has a tremendous upper and lower glacis. You've got a 191mm AP penetration plate on the upper glacis, which is then sloped back at a severe angle and gives you what can best be described as, well, it's like driving an E75, the frontal upper and lower plate. Very, very tough to pen. Where it falls down a little bit is the turret. The turret has an excellent gun mantlet, and there are sections of it that are well in excess of 200mm of armor. But there are very, very easily pennable cheeks, and your hatch is another weak point. So you're going to have to be watching out with that, and you're not going to be the kind of tank that just rolls forward, sits in front of everyone like a T29 or a T34, and bounces them all off your oversized head like a racing tadpole turret. You're going to have to be a little bit more thoughtful in terms of your combat prowess and expertise, and actually go around and look for positions where you can use your fantastic gun depression, because you do in fact have 10 degrees of gun depression. The tank this really reminded me of, despite the fact that it looks exactly like an M6, was the T34. It's got a gun that has nearly identical stats. You've got 248mm of penetration on your AP rounds, 297mm of penetration on your APCR, which is a big benefit, firing APCR in my opinion instead of heat. And you have 400 alpha on your gun. 4.17 rounds a minute is your base stats before rammer, vents, and double rations, and 0.336 is your 100-meter dispersion number. Now you can pop that down along with the aim time of 6.1 seconds by using all the right kinds of equipment and such. And for a heavy, you have a 250-meter base view range, which is pretty bloody handy. I particularly like the fact that the gun depression is going to let you use mounds and elevation to create even more angles and actually strengthen your turret. In your tank's defense, you shouldn't be driving it in the front line without cover. It has excellent angles, and you can side scrape it, and you can kind of poke it out a little bit and get bounces on that upper plate, much like a big fatter version of a Russian medium. But for all that, you do not want to be exposing your turret for any great length of time. Look out for more info, a lot more stuff. They've got a contest coming up starting on the 3rd of April, particularly for viewers of Bushka on Blitz, and I can't wait to get into that. Everyone's going to have a grand old time. So stick around, like, subscribe, be nice to your family, look after your mum, and stay safe on the battlefield.